If you're here, you're surely dreaming of moving to the United States with your family, right? Well, today I bring you some fresh news that will interest you a lot. It turns out there's a really good change in the EB-3 visa process that will allow you to start with a more accessible amount. And not only that, I'm also going to tell you about 2 available job openings that, honestly, are fantastic. So stay with me because this information could be the start of a radical change in your life and your families. Hello everyone, welcome to a new video on Emigrar con Daniela. Today I bring you very important information for those considering emigrating to the United States through the e-visa. Before we dive into the job openings, let's talk about the topic that surely made you click. In this video, the change in the initial fees for the EB-3 visa process by Tungfen. As you know, this process is one of the most direct and reliable ways to legally emigrate to the US with your family to work. If you're not very familiar with what I'm talking about, I'm going to leave several of my videos here discussing this topic so you can fill yourself with information and then come back here to understand all about the costs, why it's paid, etc. But what happened before? You had to shell out $5,000 to start. And although this is still an investment in your future, I understand that for many, taking that first step can be complicated due to distrust and also because of the economy. Well, now things have changed. Now you can start the process with $3,500. Yes, you heard right. With $3,500, you can take that first big step towards your new life in the USA. Of course, the total cost remains the same, but this new payment scheme makes it much more accessible to start. Here's the breakdown. The first installment of $3,500 is due upon signing the contract, meaning you will pay when the company has already reviewed your resume, your profile, and they say, yes, I want this person to work in my company. At that point, you will be able to start the entire process. The second installment of $7,700 is due when the ETA 9089 is approved. The third installment of $7,700 is due upon approval of the I-140. And the final installment of $5,000 is due when the DS-260 form is submitted. Do you see? Everything remains the same, but now you will have more flexibility to pay. As my husband would say, it's easier to dip a toe in than the whole leg, all at once or something like that, but you get what I mean. The best part is that this change will only be available until December 31st. So if you are hesitating to start, this is the perfect moment to take the big leap. Literally, start the new year with a decision that will transform your entire life and that of your family unit. Before continuing with the details of the vacancies, I want to ask you something very special. And if you're watching this video and it's helping you in some way, or if you've seen any of my videos that have helped you in some way, please subscribe. Here I share super valuable information so you can make informed decisions about emigration. Besides that, I've noticed that most people who watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel, and that makes me sad. Activate the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And really, it doesn't cost you anything. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Go ahead, click. Right now, perfect. Now we continue. Now let's talk about one of the most interesting vacancies available within the EB-3 visa program, working. At Subway, yes, folks, the place where these delicious sandwiches are made that you never know how to combine because they always put like 1,000 ingredients in front of you. This vacancy is perfect for those looking for a dynamic job, and why not also learn the art of making a good mousse sandwich, because let's be honest, not everyone has that skill. What are you going to do in this job? Well, basically, you will be responsible for preparing the food, attending to customers, maintaining the cleanliness of the place, and most importantly, making sure no one asks for avocado without paying. We're not here to give away extras, but seriously, this vacancy is a great opportunity because Subway has a presence all over the USA, which means job stability, cost, and growth possibilities. Plus, who wouldn't want to work in a place where it smells like freshly baked bread all day? Well, if you're on a diet, that might be a challenge, but other than that, it's ideal. And now let's move on to the second vacancy, Soton Trailers. This was the vacancy I chose, and that's probably why it sounds familiar to you. And if it doesn't, I assure you it's one of the most interesting vacancies for those looking for a job with a good salary and not facing the public. At Soton Trailers, you will be responsible for assembling trailers and containers. Basically, you will be building those enormous structures that transport everything on the highways of the United States. And another great thing about this position is that you don't need experience because they will train you just like at Subway. So if the closest you've been to a screwdriver was assembling an IKEA piece of furniture, don't worry, because here you will learn everything necessary through these people who will be teaching you. This job is perfect for those who want something stable and well paid and impactful. Tangible. Imagine every time you see a trailer on the road, because they are also very famous, you'll be able to say, I made that one. That's true pride. And well, these are the opportunities you have in front of you. A job at Subway or at Stockton Trailers, both with clear and simple processes backed by the EB-3 visa program. But the most important thing is that this change in the initial fee of $3,500 could be the push, the sign, as I told you, that you were waiting for to start in métier. My advice is not to wait any longer. Next year, changes are coming. I'm warning you. It's better to start now, because I've seen many people writing to me, Daniela, I regret not starting a year ago. Now the total cost of the visa has increased. And well, that's what I tell you. I always encourage you to start as soon as possible. The sooner you start, the process is long. The younger you start, the more years you will be able to enjoy this life in the United States, and your children too. And that's it. These opportunities are not always available, and positive changes come to those who seek them with determination. If this video was useful to you, please give it a like. Comment if you have any questions. If you like the video, share it with someone who needs this information, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss any details. If you want to start the EB-3 visa process and you already know what it entails, if you've watched more of my videos, click on the link I leave in the information box to first check your eligibility with a fairly simple and quick form to complete, and then schedule your consultation. But of high value with one of the seniors from the agency that I hired. Besides that, you will be able to benefit from a discount for being my referral, and you will have access to my private WhatsApp group where we see more applicants for this visa and share tips and our progress at each stage. This way, we motivate those who are further along and encourage those who are a bit behind. I also invite you to follow me on Instagram at mygreatwithdaniela. There, we talk more gossip. I share my daily life living abroad, and thank you for being here, for trusting me, and for allowing me to accompany you in this process. See you